You know, when you think about it, you look at people like this, don't you? The current mayor of London, Sadiq Khan. And the problem that you have is it's not leadership, is it? You know, many suggest that Sadiq Khan literally falls short on so many levels, doesn't answer questions at City Hall, and is very petulant and difficult to deal with. Now, earlier this year, well, last month, in fact, let's not forget, the President of the United States, Donald Trump, President Trump, basically spoke for many when he said he was a nasty person who's run London into the ground. Since then, as I pointed out, Sadiq Khan has tried to fight back. But as ever, it's difficult to fight back, isn't it, from an armour-plated vehicle response unit when you're not exactly out there with the public. The previous London mayor, the Right Honourable Boris Johnson, a former British Prime Minister, like him or not, took public transport, rode his bike on the streets of London. You saw him all the time. Whether you liked Boris, he was out there mingling with the public. You never see Sadiq Khan. He's the Greta Garbo of London, you know. Nobody ever spots him. But now there's an even bigger fear factor looming his way. As ever, let me explain. Morning, chums. Lovely to see you. Thank you so much for joining me today, and welcome one and all. Yes, are you all right? And nice to have your company if you're a brand new subscriber. I know I often say this, but there's no escape now. We've locked the doors, you can't go. And all the chums on here will be coming to chase you if you try to, right? I'm pulling your leg, of course, but thank you for your time. And lovely to have your company. Do get involved, be polite, no bad language. And if you see somebody who needs a bit of a conversation, do join in, you know, invite them in. It sometimes just breaks the day. Well, you can escape from me at least, can't you? That's the thing. Now, if you live in London, like me, you will know that, you know, we don't see the Mayor of London at all. It's going that well in the very heart of London right now. We've got these massive stripes banners up and down Oxford Street, paraphrasing the very famous Tube slogan, mind the gap. This time it's mind the grab, because everybody's trying to grab your phone, handbag, jewellery, whatever. It's all very well the Mayor of London saying he doesn't recognise the fact that London's unsafe. He wouldn't, because he's peering out of the smoke glass windows of his armour-plated car. Never goes on the streets of London without, of course, the backing of the Met Police, his security team, and 4x4s. So you can understand how this is. Now, as I said, President Trump really hit out and said he was a nasty person who was running London into the ground. And President Trump received a good response. I mean, a very positive response. So much so that Sadiq Khan is now incredibly concerned. However, take a look at this particular video. This is the problem with Sadiq. You see, he's petulant, childish, and basically wants to, well, if you're a woman, he has no time for you. Take a look.
Just submitted evidence that you've been whining about the fact that the government hasn't listened to you on what is an obvious case. As we all know, sitting around this table, investment in London is an investment in the UK. You haven't been able to persuade them. Should somebody else do it for you? Would you want to review your lobbying strategy to see where you could do better, or are you going to do the same again?
Which I know the members tried 3 times to be the Conservative candidate to take me on and failed just to be the candidate. But people have tried 3 times in terms of applying for this job, and I'm sure they'll try for the 4th time in 2028.
Oh, I love questions that make it all about me, but it's just, but in my, you know, for instance, in my experience, Assembly Member Susan Hall isn't ignored like you've been.
Well, I think you should speak to those Londoners who didn't vote for her on last May and ask them. I think you'll find that she was ignored.
Those voters, after today's presentation, may review their decisions. Thank you very much, Mayor.
Assembly member. You see, President Trump was spot on. He is a nasty person. He will not answer questions and just loves to run people down, claiming, of course, that people who ran against him were not as popular as him. We all know why Sadiq Khan got in. It's very, very clear, right? But this time around, he's got a battle on his hands. A man who exactly knows how to live rough and fight tough. We're talking about Ant Middleton. Now, Ant Middleton, of course, is a star, but an ex-SAS officer, but appeared on the reality show Who Dares Wins. And apparently, according to a very well-placed source in City Hall, this is the person that's making Sadiq Khan have sleepless nights. Finally. Now, the situation is this. Originally, Ant Middleton was going to be representing his race for mayor via the Reform UK party. But they've decided to go with someone else, Layla Cunningham. Now, she's a former Conservative and a Muslim lady. Right, so many people are suggesting that this now is a free way for Mr. Middleton to do his stuff as an independent and look out for backers. The situation really is this. Apparently Sadiq Khan believes that there is nobody more popular than him. Even a former reality star couldn't beat him. So really, when you look at the video that I've just played to you about how disrespectful he is to either former contenders or indeed current Conservative lady councillors, well, again, going right back to the beginning of this video, the thing you have to say without a shadow of a doubt is Sadiq Khan is certainly no gentleman regarding dealing with ladies. So ladies, it's up to you. What should Ant Middleton do in order to make sure he becomes our very next mayor of London? Or would you be happy to continue under the leadership of the, some might say, small failings currently of Sadiq Khan? As ever, please be polite when commenting below, and more importantly, if you could like and share, I'd be delighted. Neil Sean, Kensington, London.